So the talk of the town, CJ, just out of nowhere. This has been highly anticipated for the last 10 years, actually.
Let's go.
This gentleman, J. Cole.
Yeah.
J. Cole just announced a couple of days ago that he's dropping his long-anticipated release, The Fall Off.
The last album, allegedly.
The allegedly last, the whole I'm retiring rapper. We've seen this, thing before. So, the thing that I want to ask, because it's just been so much, he released a song, not a single, but track 2, disc 2.
Yep.
Make sure before we begin, y'all subscribe to the channel, by the way, youtube.com/@whogaveyouapodcast.
Do that.
But yeah, so my thing is this, CJ. We know that he tapped out from the battle. He made the 7-minute drill track aimed at Kendrick Lamar, but then he backed out. And then he got highly criticized for it.
No doubt.
Everything like that. Me, actually, and been a J. Cole fan since the warm-up mixtape.
Fire.
Before he dropped his
Friday
first
Night Lights.
album, before Friday Night Lights. I was a J. Cole fan back then, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't, when he backed out from the battle, it hurt me.
Yeah.
And then it made me not even listen to Might Delete Later. Like, I deleted that from my playlist. That's how bad it was. But the question I want to know right now, with the Fall Off dropping, can we take J. Cole serious as we did before?
I think you can. Because he's that talented. He's that nice. He's that talented. And I think we saw that with the first quote-unquote single off of the project. It's the creativity, the disc 2, track 2. That was a cute way of letting us know this is a double album, number 1. 2, the storytelling with the visual. I'm glad he dropped it with the visuals.
Yeah, that was dope.
The visuals was fire.
Yeah.
The storytelling, the rapping backwards, all that type of shit. That's what we have come to know and love with Cole, and that he's just reminding us of how nice he is. He doesn't have to say, I'm the nicest, don't nobody want to see me. You can actually just be nice and let people go, damn, that was cold. I ran it back a couple of times. It's fire. It's creative. I ran it back immediately just to see what I missed in the timeline. I was like, oh shit. So that's what you have to let the music speak for yourself. Speak for itself. It always trumps. It trumps. Good music trumps everything. I've said this time and time again. When Ross was going through his shit,
he did put out the good music.
He had to see he shaking hands with the captain and all. We like, what the fuck? And he put out Deep in the Rap.
And then it still has the stigma attached to it. But musically, he still was climbing and all this other stuff.
So because at the end of the day, what do you really listen to J. Cole for? What do you really listen to these artists for? Are you listening to them because you really thought he knew the real Noriega, or were you listening to it because this shit was banging? Like, what at the end of the day, honestly. So that's why I say everybody talks shit. Everybody says they're the best. People do it in the NBA all the time. Everybody's pumping their chest until they lose in the finals. You got to start the season all over again, and they're right back saying pumping their chest.
Right.
It's no different in this. It's a sport.
Well, I'll say this. This is coming from a J. Cole fan.
I'm also a fan too.
Since the warm-up.
Same.
Okay? I personally don't take him as serious before. Now, I know the first thing you're going to say, you weren't a real fan anyway. No, listen. J. Cole, his whole premise has been, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. He's made introspective songs, Lights Please. He's made classic songs.
Storytelling.
However, when he gets his shit off, that is what I go to J. Cole for. Part of it, me as an MC myself, he inspired me as a college student to rap. Right?
He's like an everyman.
He's every man. But part of his shtick is I'm the best, can't nobody fuck with me.
But that's because he's nice though. What people will say, hey, I don't know if anybody can fuck with dude.
No. He says that though. Hold on, let me get it out.
Okay.
A lot of that is him saying it too.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Ain't no way around it no more. I am the greatest. Sometimes he does that.
Give me on your song and I'm gonna kill your shit and all that.
So with that being said, further, if he says that on this project, I'm tempted to just turn the song off. It's going to affect me. Now, this is what I say, everybody has a vice, right?
Sure.
Meaning some people still can't listen to R. Kelly after what he's done.
Yeah.
Some people can.
Yeah.
Some people can't listen to Rick Ross after what he did. Some people can.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody has that. Now, and I know the internet, niggas just be talking shit,
of course,
right?
we ain't talking about them.
Yeah, however, I think going forward, like this type of track that he did, now he had a line in it where he was talking about being the greatest, but he was reflecting back on his career.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's what y'all getting it mixed up. Like, he wasn't talking about he's the best now. He was just saying, it was a reflective rewind.
Yeah, it was within
career.
the context of the song.
Yeah, but it is hard for me as I was connected to him to really take him serious in that role. Now, if he just puts out like just good music, that does trump like the bullshit.
But here's the thing though. And I think what is the difference between him, quote unquote, like leaving the beef, is that he had a relationship with these people and he's not really beefing with them. Like, that's the thing. He wasn't really beefing with Kendrick, dude. Like, there wasn't. True. And he let the audience and the crowd gas him up. And then he fell for it, and it was like, this ain't even really me. You could tell in the song that wasn't even him.
True, but the sad thing is, when you jump out there, we were ready to go. We like, okay, this is what you doing? Now, I knew it was bullshit.
Right.
But
most people did.
Damn, I did. But, like, of course, the fan base is like, okay, that's on brand for him. So he's still good where he's at, right?
Right.
But just like the Drake ghostwriting shit, just like the Rick Ross stuff,
it'll be kind of lingering.
It's gonna be there.
That's
he's
fair.
never had that before. The only thing you could get on him was like his production.
Yeah, fuck real. Yeah.
But yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. So and I heard this track. You know, it's to me, it's typical J. Cole.
Sure.
Right, typical J. Cole. You know what you're gonna get, right?
And that's not a bad thing if you're a fan.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And I'm a fan of, and I mean, it takes me back, like just whatever, right?
Yeah.
Now this is the thing, though, CJ.
Uh-oh.
Do we really want a double disc album from J. Cole?
He's probably the last quote unquote A-lister to not. He's due for one. Because if you think about it historically, all the big dogs got a double album.
True.
And we'll talk about double albums, but can he pull it off? If they can, I don't see why he can. I think he's creative enough to do it.
They haven't. A lot of people haven't, though.
Well, there's only one A-lister that I think dropped a double disc dud. Other than that, they've at least been. Do they have throwaways? Sure.
Yeah.
But for the most part, generally speaking, I'm talking about A-listers. I'm not talking about Yuck Mouth with all due respect.
Yeah.
You know
Lil Flip.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I did like Lil Flip's. Lil Flip's double album ain't that bad though.
Yeah.
It's actually got some heat on there.
Yeah.
But
you're not talking about
right.
it. Yeah, that's
we're
all
talking about
I'm saying.
A-listers.
Yeah.
Cole is the big part of the big three. He's an A-lister. He's a superstar in rap.
Yeah.
The superstars, in my opinion, have dropped at least solid to
the elite level of rappers.
Facts.
Yeah. Group wise too.
Same.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
So I think Cole can pull it. I don't see why not. I get people's like, man, his style. He's talented enough to do that.
I think what the strong point for it to work would be, for one, not as many tracks. Like I'm talking about 12 and 12. Really, this max. You know what I'm saying? Concept has to come in, right? Concept has to come in.
Yeah.
For example, if you're and I know I always bring up Bone, right?
Yeah.
But when they first signed with Swizz Beatz, Strength of Loyalty,
Yes.
Swizz Beatz said he was going to try to do a double album, one Harmony side, one Thug side.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so
dope.
in that concept, you just like, damn, that's dope. So if Cole did something like to where one side is this perspective, growing up in the Ville, being reflective of his career, the next part is like, I don't know.
So you need a concept.
I need
album.
a conceptual album.
So like Nelly.
Yeah,
his shit was
Sweatsuit.
conceptual.
Yeah. Now that don't mean every track gonna hit,
Right,
but
right.
at least it's a concept to it.
It's a story I can
like
follow.
Scorpion. One
Rap.
side was, I mean, that was pretty much what what Swizz Beatz trying to do with Bone. One
Exactly.
side street, the other side.
Same with Nelly. That's what Sweatsuit was supposed to be.
So J. Cole has to do something like that.
Is he versatile enough to do that? Because remember, you can't even think of what the second side would be.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the problem that I'm having. Listen, I'm a J. Cole fan, but a double disc album from him, and this is coming because Kendrick didn't pull it off.
I mean, I liked it more than the average, but the replay value was kind of lacking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the replay value is lacking.
And I'm going to get to that replay with J. Cole in a second.
Yeah.
But I just don't see, with his production. Now, I'm not one to be like, man, I know he needs better beats, but his beats suit him at the end of the day. They suit him. He wouldn't be. We're talking about him because he's been able to last for multiple albums.
For sure.
If your beats were just that horrible, we wouldn't be listening to you.
Well, but he has switched it up recently. More recently, he's outsourced his beats. When early on, it was just him.
But they still sound average, though.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
To me.
More recently,
Yeah.
because like Middle Child, like that'd be hard.
That was it, but to me,
And it was a good song.
It was, but because it was J. Cole. But if you give it to somebody else, I don't know. Like, did you like
Fair.
the off-season album?
It was okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It was okay.
But Drake has good production.
True. Yeah. So maybe he just needs to lock in with one person, not him, not name him. Respectfully.
Yeah.
He don't need to do that no more.
Yeah.
So I have faith in the double album. I'm interested. Give me a 10 and 10 though. I don't need
Right.
15 and
Yeah,
15.
that's gonna be excessive for a J. Cole album because of the production.
Yeah.
You could get tapped out. Like I love Nas, but to this day, I never gave that double disc album a listen because I don't know if I can take Nas that many times with a double disc. Now, of course, it was some cool songs, but me as a fan, I was like kind of turned off.
It's that's the dud that I was referring to.
That's
Disciple.
Blueprint 2 was a dud.
Blueprint 2 is Blueprint 2 is a dud because it's called Blueprint 2.
Okay.
That's why it's a dud.
Okay.
But it actually is better than niggas give it credit for. He just shouldn't have called it Blueprint 2 because that's a classic.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in the same vein as that.
Okay.
But that's a double disc discussion. Are we getting to the double disc discussion?
One more thing with J. Cole.
Okay, go.
And listen, I've been a J. Cole fan. I always have to say this since the warm-up. So this is just coming as a critic, right?
Yeah.
Since 2014, or just in general, does J. Cole do J. Cole albums have good replay value?
Since 2014 Forest Hills Drive?
Yeah.
No. They don't. He's been skating on his features. Because KOD, I listen to KOD because shout out to Culturalist Theory, make sure y'all follow. I'm working on a ranking.
Okay.
And I revisited off season.
Okay.
I revisited KOD.
Not good.
I revisited For Your Eyes Only. He's getting away with slick mid these last couple of years, but he's sliding on features and has been a part of big records. He slid on the Johnny P's Cadillac with Benny the Butcher. He killed 21 Savage shit. Like he's been on a killing spree feature-wise.
Yeah.
The bodies of work have been okay. My Delete Later was okay. There was some joints. There was some joints on there.
To be honest, My Delete Later was the best album I've heard, or best body of work I heard from him since Forest Hill Drive.
I'm not mad at that.
You're not? Okay.
I'm not mad at that because when you revisit, I would have been mad at that had I not revisited these albums recently.
Okay.
When you revisit off season and you revisit, it's kind of like
J. Cole has not, besides My Delete Later, he's not put out a good, solid body of work since 2014. Forest Hill Drive.
I ain't mad at
For
that.
Your Eyes Only was not a good album.
No, that's probably his worst one.
That was his worst one.
Yeah.
That was his highest selling first week.
And that was a concept album too.
Yes, but it fell flat like a motherfucker.
I agree.
Like
we
that
folding
shit,
clothes. I'm good.
And I'm gonna be honest, CJ. I'm not a fan of J. Cole albums. I love his mixtapes.
I like the first three.
That first one,
I like the first one.
Cold War Sideline Story was a mix, like it was like damn near a mixtape, like a compilation album.
Yeah.
Some of those songs, like In the Morning with Drake, we had that already.
We had that already.
You know what I'm saying? The shit with Trey Songz, that shit wasn't that good.
Nah, I can't get enough with Solid.
That's
Nobody's
right.
Perfect. The Missy joint
Nobody's
was fire.
Perfect was fire.
Yeah,
it was a couple of ones, but to me, I was waiting for that. Oh my God, I was like,
but the anticipation killed us because the mixtape he dropped was a classic.
he had like 3 classic mixtapes before that.
He was on a cooking spree.
Born Center was dope too.
It was.
I don't go back to that album though, CJ.
It took a minute for Born Center for me to respect Born Center, but that's the one that people champion though. Like Cole fans, they raised that one up a little bit higher than it probably should be. But it is solid though. It's very solid.
It's a solid one, but I don't go back to it. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, that's fair.
That's all I'm saying. I'm like,
I get you.
You know, I don't go back. And I go back to Kendrick albums.
Yeah.
I'll go back to Drake albums. Even if I say they're not classic, they have music on there that a moment in time that's like nothing was the same. Come on.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's certain track from Take Care, like Shot For Me, I'll go back to.
Yeah.
I don't go back to Born Center.
I ain't mad at that.
I don't go back to Crooked Smile, bro.
Nah, we ain't playing that. We ain't going
Land
back to
of the
it.
Snakes, I just don't go back to.
We ain't going back to that.
So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Mixtapes though, Friday Night Lights.
That shit is stupid.
Out of here.
That shit's stupid. I listened to that Premeditated Murder the other day. That's
God.
my shit.
But they're just the song with Wale.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah, he got
Home
he got
for the
hit.
Holidays. Oh shit. All right, but anyway,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and talk about double disc albums.
Let's go.